act like try to fill my shoes, but they just ain't me. No, they not like me. Listen, I am 1-1. Baddest up under the sun, quick on the trigger, a son of a gun. Ready to fight till the battle is done. Taking the hard road as it comes. Like a narco on the run, keeping it low pro as it goes. The only things on low are the funds. But I've been swindled and victim to thievery from the same people who said they believed in me. It's the motherfucking rap game. The snakes are just part of the scenery. I went from barely breaking evenly to making it right where I need to be. Competing against what I've already done, cause ain't nobody left to compete with me. I've been betrayed by plenty of rats. The proof is the knife scars on my back. I wear them with pride like one of my tats. And a reminder to where I've been at. Cause I've been down flat, I've been flat broke, trying to bounce back when I passed hope, but I pushed through, and I still do, till my soundtrack's on its last note. I've been around that block so many times, there ain't nothing I ain't seen. Tough breaks, hard knocks, still I pull myself back up. My string bootstrap scene. Every war I've ever fought, every scar I've got is just another cut to clean. They can rap like, act like, try to fill my shoes, but they just ain't me. No, they not like me. Earn me my place on the roster, studied and played this shit proper. Taking the highs and the lows as it goes to the point that it's straining my chakras. Stay true in the game of imposters. Sipping some Camel with vodka. Seeing this new generation unfold as I'm sitting back feeling like Dre in the Watcher. Witness some hustle for clout, acting all arrogant, running their mouth, saying that they putting on for a culture. It's history they don't know nothing about. Maybe I'm just getting older and grumpy and stuck in my ways, stuck in my house, and reaching a point where I ought to say, fuck it, I'm done with this, pack it all up and be out. Don't mean to sound bitter, I know that I'm hating, but I survived through so many generations, I don't give a fuck about who's on rotation. Where shit is headed, I know where the game been, and I'll still be standing when most of them fading from memory. Let it be known I'll be chasing a legacy while they just chasing their tails, and I will prevail. I guess what I'm saying is around that block so many times, there ain't nothing I ain't seen. Tough breaks, hard knocks, still I pull myself back up. My string bootstrap scene. Every war I've ever fought in, every scar I've got is just another cut to clean. They can rap like, act like, try to fill my shoes, but they just ain't me. No, they not like me. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk, that they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move and it lives. Just a bunch of gibberish. These motherfuckers act that they forgot about Dre. First rhyme that I memorized, played about 100 times, learned every fucking line, stuck up in my crazy mind. Back when I was 8 or 9, had it in my motherfucking CD player every other day. Bump DMX with some Blueprint J, Outcast. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk, that they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move and it lives. Just a bunch of gibberish. These motherfuckers act that they forgot about Dre. First rhyme that I memorized, played about 100 times, learned every fucking line, stuck up in my crazy mind. Back when I was 8 or 9, had it in my motherfucking CD player every other day. Bump DMX with some Blueprint J, Outcast with a little UGK. My dude Tech 9 was killing the wordplay, while Red and Met taught me how to blaze. I would run them up with Buster Bus turned up in my fucking truck and spit like every line. So baby, if you give it to me, I'ma give it to you. Break your neck and press your wine. Really missing them big dog hooks, really missing those dips that beat. Really missing Big L, Big Pun, Big Pop, and Tupac and ODB, Prodigy and Sean P. Every pouring whiskey under concrete. The ones that I bump from the subs in the trunk as I'm twisting up in CP. I'm looking Jean Pity with tapes of Sam Goody. Bullshit was all pity in the game as a rookie. I take mom's whip, get high and play hooky off in the sunset like Bullseye and Woody. I'm so nasty, blasting up in the car, rapping every verb while I'm caught in traffic. Getting stared at by the people next to me. Play just don't give a fuck and I pressed repeat. And I still don't give a fuck, here at almost 30. Shit, I learned from the best, so I show no mercy. Learn from the best, so my flow so wordy. And every version says dirty. I learned from the best, so I gotta be rockin' beats with a little rap out of me. Fulfilling prophecy since I got the CD 2001 with a crowd of speakers up until they rock the trunk. They hear my style and they wonder where I got it from. But you see that mumble rap, yeah, I don't fuck with that. I'm still riding around in Dr. Dre 2001. 2001. 2001. Still riding around the dock in Dre 2001. 2001. 2001. I'm still riding around the dock in Dre 2001.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. It's annoying Chris Webb knocking at the door. About to make an entrance back on up, cause that new shit's up. Who let him reconstruct the rap game? Give me the microphone like a bust like a bubble. Cause let it get together, oh you know you in trouble. Ain't nothing but a cheap thing, baby. Me and Webb do the MC thing crazy. Yeah, I'm Mr. JYS with a rhyme makes sense. My set need a knowledge. My space paid with a dip set anthem. My pants too big and my shirt a 5X. Ready or not in the ooh la la. When I miss L Boogie for sure. Why clever? We got a bunch of immature count. Make the 4 5 steps and they feel that for sure. Time less with a child like thumbnail. Fell in love with rap, I was just 12. To hip hop, I was writing love mail. Even though I'm black, I'm the fucking white blood cell to the damn dust child. Days I can make anybody call my phone so they can hear the song with my voicemail. When they give good word to the young, cause the noise keeps you 25 strong like a dumb down. I don't wanna rap like this, yeah, cause everybody rap like this, yeah. I hate it when y'all rap like this. You just gotta leave a gap like this. Yeah, it's placebo, we know, he know, alter ego, alternate my flow, it's Dios mio, incognito in a Kia Rio, promising us money at casino, yo, these raps is hard, now everybody went evac bizarre, if it don't have 3 stacks in all, then the paper I wrote raps on this trash bar, Jewel zip dip, Santana set, mob on CD, lies on cassette, still feel like it's '01 in my headset, 2001 in my
Niggas
headset,
up until they rock the trunk. They hear my style and they wonder where I got it from. But you see that mumble rap, yeah, I don't fuck with that. I'm still riding around the Dr. Dre 2001. 2001. 2001. I'm still riding around the Dr. Dre 2001. 2001. 2001. I'm still riding around the Dr. Dre 2001. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk. They got something to say. But the song's happening. And it listen to the funky people with on a bunch of back. They just forgot about Dre. Nowadays, everybody wanna talk. They got something to say. But the song's out. And it listen to the funky people.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
Pitch coming your way next. So just about set now, and starting in this one, Jacob deGrom. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
So in now for the Angels, Jeremy Pena. And that one fouled off. And the 0-2. Fastball is outside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Gleyber Torres. First pitch doesn't find the zone. DeGrom, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. So 2 balls and no strikes.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Line drive, caught. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Anthony Santander.
I believe part of the reason why he's leading the American League in on-base percentage is the discipline that he has at the plate. He'll take his walks, and he's been mashing when he's gotten pitches to hit, so they don't really know what to do with him. And right now, he's on the base or jogging around them, it seems like every other at-bat.
Bryce Harper now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one not close, and that's ball 1. 2 outs, base is empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. This one in the air, right field. Butler sizing this one up. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. What do you have on him, Singy?
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Elly happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Reds player hasn't done in more than 100 years. He stole second, third, and home in the same inning. It only took 2 pitches for him to steal all 3 bases.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Oh, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in, he gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
And now here is Juan Yepez.
0-1.
1 out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. One down, and now it's Christian Yelich, 4th on the batting average leaderboard in the National League. And that's in the dirt.
No strikes. 2-0's the count.
This one in the dirt. Here's a 2-0. And another ball. Man at first, one away. And ball four to aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here is Austin Riley. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the lefty's status. Tyler Holton is forced to the mound after the injury.
Really tough spot to come into out of the bullpen. Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
All loaded up here in the second game of the series. Dives, but it's off his glove. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores. So bases loaded with one away. Now, TJ Friedl. And the lefty with the 0-1. Into center. Base hit. One run is in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Bases still loaded and still only one away. So up next, Heston Kjerstad. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
It's 0-1.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Riley, the runner at third. Butler over at second. Friedl over at first, so one away. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Christian Campbell up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And that's in for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Swing and a ground ball. Noda steps on the bag, inning over, and it could have been worse. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. End of the first from Truist Park. It's the Braves 2 and the Angels nothing. New inning getting started, and now the right fielder, Anthony Santander.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And the first offering is not close. Santander matched a homer in his last game. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
2-1's the count.
Fouled off. He was late.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Next pitch
That's
is
the ball.
outside.
Full count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Yelich sizes this one up, and out number one on the grab. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit for the Angels. Ball one, no strikes.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1-1.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers.
Throws to first in time. And that is the third out of the inning. So they make short work of him there. Now to the bottom of the second. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Matt Waldron
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
And there's a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Foul ball. And down on strikes he goes, and one away.
Maybe a little bit of overthinking at the plate right there. You want to be patient with knuckleballers and not give into that pitch that's going to dart out of the zone at the very last moment. But that was about as hittable as knuckleballs can get, and he was frozen.
Fouled off left side. 0-2 now. Just misses with that one. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Man, that thing just barely got the zone, so you almost can't blame the guy for laying off. I mean, with the way knuckleballs dart all over the place, realistically, that could have just as easily missed by 4 or 5 inches. It's such a tough pitch to not overcommit to, so sometimes you just hold up and hope it dances out of the zone.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. Liner picked on the hop at first. He'll do it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We head on back at the ballpark, and one of the things that's been happening lately, hot hitting, as we take a look at the numbers this month. DeGrom back to work. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Comes up empty.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Next offering way off the plate. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And that one hammered Way back there. And that one is going to go. His second homer of this series, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Well, Boog, I feel like we're seeing more of this these days than we ever have before. You've got high velocities on the mound. You've got stronger hitters with really good pass to the baseball. So much power in this sport. Opposite field home run. I'll tell you what, I feel like I see at least one every day, and that was an incredible job to keep that ball fair.
Ryan Noda, the next to hit, takes ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That one blasted deep to right. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Jared Triolo getting ready to hit. Triolo, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2019. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Kelly makes the catch. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. In the dirt. And that is ball one. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Out to short. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Runner on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Man at second. And there's a hit. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Tied up here in the early going.
Ball.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
That one ripped. That's back. Tattooed and gone. He shoots one out to right. Home run number 50 on the year. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-2.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets the jog around the bases. Good for him.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
1 ball, no
Curve in the
strikes.
dirt.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
That's down and in. DeGrom, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him.
Kelly tosses to first, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Well, there's a sign from the crew chief. We are officially in a rain delay as they'll put the tarp on the infield and hope this one passes quickly.
Well, the goal is to resume play within the hour, so that leaves these managers with a bit of a decision. Will they be able to keep their pitchers in the game or not? So we'll have to see on the other side, folks.
Yelich batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. That one to first, has some trouble with it. Gets to first ahead of the runner. He keeps his composure, and they get the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Here's Austin Riley. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that drops in for a strike.
Riley is one of those players that made his presence known in the majors right away. He hit a 438-foot home run off of Michael Walker fastball on his second at bat, which is probably the best way to make a first impression as a rookie, Boog.
Outside, and the count is 1-2. That one down the line, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Butler takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Riley comes in to score. And it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1. Man at first with 1 gone. TJ Friedl next up for the Braves.
No,
just missed. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third. Throw to second and great jump.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe it back against this dude. Maybe more than...
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Butler around third. He comes across to score, and the Braves tie it up.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Next is the designated hitter, Heston Kjerstad. Struck out swinging his first time. Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Sam Hentges.
And he's had a tough go of it against left-handed batters this year. They've been hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Friedl over at second, 1 down. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Christian Campbell, the next to hit. That one finds the zone. 0-1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position.
Nope.
That's low.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And that ends the inning. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. And we are tied 4-4. Back at Truist Park as we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the Angels catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Jason Foley getting loose out there. Herter also getting ready. And that is out of play.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And takes low for ball 1. Now fly ball to right center. Friedel on the move to the alley. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Digging in, Jack Sawinski. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball there. Righty delivers.
1-1.
And that one misses up and in. Ball 2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
That one fouled off.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Just missed his spot on the inside right there.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That'll be it for Jacob deGrom, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. Here comes a new arm for the Braves, Max Meyer.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
So digging in, Jose Siri. He's already homered in this game. And the slider just misses. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Slider misses outside.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Up and in, and now it's filled up 3-2. 1 out and a runner at second, top half of inning number 4. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Noda at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
Tied at 4. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. The run comes in from second, It's an RBI single, and it's now 5-4.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So 2 down. Jared Triolo now at the plate. First time up was a pop out. That to right. Butler grabs it on the run. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-4 ball game. And we're back. Bottom 4. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
You know, these Braves doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're getting hits when it matters most and converting base runners into runs. They've got 5 hits with runners in scoring position.
And that's too high.
One of the most frustrating things for an offense is leaving runners on base. So the big hits they've gotten in this one have made a very happy group of hitters down there.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
De La Cruz in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
In the air, right side. And there's 1 down. Juan Yepez next up for the Braves. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Just missed. Kelly stands at first with 1 out. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add a pair. It's 6-5.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
1 down. Now it's Christian Yelich. First pitch just misses. That one pushed foul. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And he walked him.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going out.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout. On the mound now, Casey Mize.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Riley at the plate and takes high there. Yelich goes. Pitch misses. Safe in second with a stolen base. Runner at second here, 1 gone.
No, that's it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Butler in the box again, takes a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Lifted in the air, right center field. Series sizing it up. He's got it. Runner tags and will move up to 3rd.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And next for Atlanta, T.J. Friedl. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. In the dirt, nothing happening on the bases though. 2 on, 2 outs. Ground ball up the middle. They get the force. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now 6-5. This is MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Coming up, we head to the 5th. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Jeremy Pena. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Angels putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swung on, belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered here in this one. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Oh, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Man at second. Ripped on the ground to second. Harper retired.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. 0 for 2 in this one. Chopped on the ground. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Strand 1. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Ripped to short. To first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And the batter now, Christian Campbell. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Up the middle. That's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Carson Kelly next up for the Braves. That's in there. Strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job. Just
runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, that's just a good baseball play right there. I mean, pretty good jump off the pitcher, I'd say, and good catch and throw by the catcher. And I think if you did that 10 times, half the time the guy might be safe. The other half, probably out.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And ball 1. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Braves go down quickly here as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Top 6, leading off, Shea Langoliers. Meyer back to work. Fastball is outside. Activity in the bullpen. Drew Smith getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Woods Richardson also throwing. Chop to third. Riley fires to first. Now one gone at the top of the 6th. Jack Sawinski digs in now. He's 0 for 1. First pitch misses. Meyer in his 3rd season. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. Ball. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run, and save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. So up next, Ryan Noda. Rudder takes off. Ball outside. Go to second. Out there. And the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Elly De La Cruz. Ground ball right side. And foul ball.
So here's a fun note on Elly. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
Swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Oh, tough night at the dish, punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now, not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
That clips the corner. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
On the ground. Boots it. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. Here's Yelich at the dish. The MVP in 2018. The runner-up in 2019. That one missed. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And it falls. And the throw's offline, safe at 3rd.
Couple of singles back to back. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
Here's Austin Riley. Ground ball left side, could be two. Glove flip to second, and that's two. No runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning coming up. Braves 6 and the Halos 5. Back here in Atlanta, and now Ryan Noda. Right side, hard hit. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Jared Triolo, the next to hit for the Angels.
Time call.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Jordan Westberg.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
On the ground to short, De La Cruz. Over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Pena in the box now. No balls and a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
And that is that. No runs, no hits. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And first offering is fouled off. That's a strike across the top of the zone. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2. And misses inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Absolutely frozen with a backdoor slider for strike 3.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And I'll tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away. And for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
Friedel stands in now, looks at that one inside.
Nope, ball.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that just misses.
Very close pitch there, and that was a big one. Clearly, he thought he got the inside corner on the mound, and he's showing his frustration a little bit.
Out towards right center field. Siri in position. He's there. He's got it. That's out number 2. And now the DH, Heston Kjerstad. 0 for 3 in this one. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split. Headed towards the corner. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. Here's the second baseman, Christian Campbell. 1 for 3. Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Dedniel Nunez into the game.
And that's a big potential run out there at second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Just missed.
That's down.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Runner at second, 2 down. In the air, right field, and it drops in. Coming home. He'll score. Throw cut off to second, but he's in there easily. So runner at second, 2 down. Carson Kelly will hit next. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. In for a strike. Good slider.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Stays alive. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. He goes down looking. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 7-5. This is MLB The Show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Drew Smith.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Good take by Torres. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Orion Kirkering getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. The 1-0. On the ground to the left. Fair ball.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Here's Bryce Harper. That clips the corner.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That's inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Drilled in the air out towards right center. And there's 1 away. And now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Anthony Santander. First pitch, and he just misses. With the tying run at the plate, and we're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. He's under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. And next for L.A., Shea Langoliers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. There's the strike. Tying run at the plate. Well struck right field. That's going back. Back some more. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Braves 7 and the Halos 5. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Squeezes it, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Juan Yepez. In there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Now the left fielder, Christian Yelich. And that one is downstairs. And that's ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And it's fouled away. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. 9th inning coming up. It's the Braves 7 and the Halos 5. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Orion Kerkering.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
So digging in, Jack Sawinski. Kerkering, a 6'2 righty, 23 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. And another ball. Inside. And now 3-1. And there's a foul ball. Got him swinging. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And next for the Angels, Jose Siri. He's one of the best players in the game. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Angels with only 1 out left. And here's the first baseman, Ryan Noda. The Braves leading by 2 here at the top of the 9th. This could end it. Got it! And that's the ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.